we have a new Monster Hunter Wilds event. We're gonna have to defeat Arc Temper Ray Dow, and once we do it, and well, once we do it in a specific time, we're gonna get this beautiful, beautiful pendant for our weapon that will signify the fact that we indeed have won against this new event. But is it gonna be a disaster like last time? Is it gonna be working well and there's not gonna be any cheaters? Let's talk about it a little bit. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning, and let's get into it. So here you go. Here it says, here's the good reasons you should be honing your skills against Arc Temper Ray Dow. The first fairy challenge quest, the Shining Storm Rages, starts May 6th, tomorrow. If you're watching this when I release this, at 6 p.m. Wait, Pacific time, May 7 BST. Okay, yeah. Tomorrow for PT and May 7 for BST. Usually around the time that, I think it's 8 p.m. EST. So yeah, there you go. 1 to 4 hunters, your gear, your skills versus Arc Temper Ray Dow. So you can do this from 1 to 4 hunters, and depending on the time you actually get, you'll get different types of of little pendants. Now, how's it gonna work? Is it gonna work the same way that we got last time? Before, I'm gonna open this here so we can see it. We had Doshugama. I'm gonna move myself over here too. We got Doshugama event where we will get a different type of pendant depending on how fast you do it. If you participated, you would get this. If you got a rank A time, you get this. And if you were in the top 10,000 ranking, you would get this one in particular. Now, this was changed because there was a lot of people cheating with mods, and they made it so this ones would be in participation, and if you got a rank A time, you would get this. Now, this is very interesting because if you go into the game right now, you can see that there was indeed a calling of these times. Before, there were people in Doshugama that would be like, oh, 0.0 minutes, 0 seconds, 25 milliseconds, right? They were obviously like hacking in order to kill the boss instantly, right? For it to instantly explode. But they called a lot of these rankings. They deleted them. They didn't give them any rewards for it, and probably maybe deleted their account. So it's actually very, very interesting that they actually have worked on this. Now, does this mean that we're gonna get this with the old way? Probably not, if I were to guess. We don't really know until tomorrow, but if I were to guess, they're gonna be like, oh, we're gonna keep it the other way, so we don't have a huge incentive for people to actually cheat. Because let's be real, they probably don't have that many ways of actually knowing whether someone is cheating or not. They don't have an anti-hack, an anti-cheat. The only way they probably know is if someone reports someone who is actually hacking in their lobby, in which case they probably wouldn't invite them in the first place, right? So it's hard. Now, in this post that they talked about when they made the changes, they actually talk about a little bit what they're gonna do for the next time. This is April 25th. We've been removed, obviously, fraudulent clear times from the rankings from Doshugama and placed restrictions on these accounts. The user's clear time will not be registered in the rankings, and they will not receive the event rewards. In addition, we have already taken and will continue to take action to ban accounts that our reviews have found to be cheating. Furthermore, we plan to implement additional countermeasures against accounts participating in fraudulent ranking activity, such as the use of cheating or external tools in future updates. Now, this is going to be very interesting. Are they actually going to put that in tomorrow, or is it going to be for later? And even if they do those, does that mean that they're actually going to go back to the old ways where you actually have a top 10,000 ranking for you to get the perfect the perfect pendant? I don't know. It's very interesting. And also, will we get affected by this and not be able to use certain mods? It's very difficult to tell. I'm not sure. If you're certain that the player is performing prohibited actions, please report them. I personally really like the fact that there's like a top 10,000 ranking. I think it's like super like prestigious, and be like, oh my god, look at me, guys. I grinded this boss, and I was actually able to kill it and get the special pendant with my friends or by myself. I think it's absolutely great, and I don't know, I think I really like it personally. So I kind of hope that they go back to that, but that means that they're gonna have to indeed be very strict on the people that on the mods that they allow, and have some sort of anti-cheat or whatever. The fact that they actually mentioned that they want to put countermeasures to prevent this from happening gives me a lot of hope. Now, what is that gonna be? I don't know. Personally, there's a lot of like, I love Monster Hunter. I think it's a great game, but sometimes I do feel a little bit like, what's even the point in grinding certain things, because you can just mod the game and get them anyways. I know not a lot of people feel that way, and in a lot of ways, I think me feeling that way is kind of detrimental to my own enjoyment of the game, but it is how I feel. So it's kind of hard for me to like get over it. But you know, at the end of the day, I think it would be nice if you mod the game in a certain way that obviously affects other players, or in other way, or you're just cheating, right? I think it's completely reasonable to not be able to play online. Like, I think if you play offline, it's probably whatever. But if you play online with other people, probably not good. And you probably should not be able to participate into these rankings either, if that's what you're doing. So I hope that Capcom actually has some sort of countermeasures and something that they actually do so they can come back. And even honestly, even if they don't actually go back to the top 10,000 ranking system, even then I'm okay, because the ranking is gonna be there anyways, and it's so prestigious to be at the top of the ranking. So as long as they actually care enough to ban the people who are cheating, I'm happy and I'm glad that it's gonna work that way. But we'll see how it works. We'll see how, maybe I'm gonna have to make another video, an update on how all of this ends up happening. So let me know what you guys think. Tell me if you disagree with me, if you agree with me, what do you guys think is gonna happen instead. And subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you guys around. Love you all. Bye bye.